My name is Monica Ainhorn Morrison. I am currently joint appointed between the Climate and Global Dynamics Laboratory, CGD, and CISL, which is the Computational Information Systems Laboratory. What I work on mainly concerns understanding how we use data and how we use models that NCAR provides to the community. At the technical level, AI-ready data means data is accessible, it's well formatted, interoperable with standard computing environments, and comes along with enough metadata that a user can find it and load it for their purposes or for their research without a lot of guesswork. And when we're talking about data readiness currently, that's largely what we mean. One of the things that we're working on in GDEX is to kind of expand what we mean by AI-ready data to also include thinking about AI-reliable data, because being technically accessible with respect to data sets is not necessarily the same as being appropriate to use. So we're actually starting to ask the harder question of what does the data actually represent, under what conditions, and is that adequate for an AI application at hand when we're thinking about training AI models, validating AI models. And the reason that we're thinking about this is because data aren't really neutral. They're constructed through choices about what to measure, at what scale, with what instruments, and for an original purpose. Making sure that data comes through with enough contextual documentation about its origins, its limitations, what it actually represents about the world, what it doesn't capture, what uncertainty it carries with it, so that users of data sets in GDEX who might want to repurpose data for these AI applications can start making informed judgments about whether or not data is actually adequate or fit for their specific AI applications. For scientists who might be interested in using GDEX, what I would recommend to them is to explore. GDEX has an interface that allows you to look through data sets, get documentation of who developed those data sets, so provenance information. If you're interested in looking at data sets that are AI ready, we have a list of data sets that have those capabilities. I would also urge scientists that are using GDEX to, and maybe haven't before, to look at other websites that NCAR provides, such as the Climate Data Guide, because there's a lot of expert opinion about data sets and what their intended uses are, which can make navigating the volume of data sets on a certified repository like GDEX a little bit easier to navigate.